Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I know you haven't seen much from me in a little bit. I've been working a lot of hours. They've had me on 12-hour shifts for like the last 3 weeks. Today is the first day I only have to work 8. So right now I would normally be there, so I'm taking advantage of it and coming out here to the garage for a few minutes. And just gonna look at a few things. I'm not gonna get too heavy in anything, but I wanted to make sure that that tire actually fits inside that swing arm. And you can see I got a nap, I got a shower, I feel pretty good. And watch this. Yeah, that's it. I'm even wearing my Australian safety shoes. So anyway, let me show you what I am actually doing here. So I brought out one of my new tires that I got for this build, and you can see I've got the swing arm kind of propped up around it there, and I've got it basically what looks like almost centered. I just want to get an idea how much ground clearance I'm going to have, if in fact I have enough room, if I in fact built it to where I had enough room up here for a fender, and what all, just to see what exactly I've done, because I built this all without doing any visuals, and I'm guessing that's real close to being where it should as far as centered, and I'm liking that. I got plenty of room up here, got plenty of room on both sides. Now the true test will be with the sprocket on there and the chain and everything, but I already believe that that's going to be fine. I'm not too worried about that. I'll get a tape measure and we're going to look, see how much ground clearance that is. I think it should be about 8 inches. Yeah, it's like 7 inches. And that's going to vary probably a little bit when I actually get it all put together. And I know that tire will actually get like an inch taller once it gets mounted and gets air in it. So that'll change it a little bit too. That'll add a ½ inch to the ground clearance, if that's in fact accurate at all. I'm thinking 8 inches is what I'm going to have, which is good because this is going to be an on and off road machine. I don't know if you can see that tire very well. I still got some of the stickers on there. You see them rubber little fresh little newbies on there? Yeah. Alright. So the next step I got to do is pull that motor out, which is tucked away back in there, and take the old, it used to be on a tiller and it's still got a pulley on it and a pulley adjustment bracket and stuff. Take all that off there and clean it up and put the torque converter on it. Because, I'll tell you why I want to do that. I need to find the center of where the sprockets line up, and so I know where to mount it out here. And I don't want that torque converter to hang down at an angle below the bottom of the frame. See what I mean? So the motor, if they're flat, those torque converters always go downward. So I'm going to jack the back of the motor up so the torque converter runs straight, the bottom of the torque converter runs straight with the frame. And then what I'll do is I'll elevate the front end of the frame to bring the motor back level so the carburetor float doesn't have any issues. See what I mean? Follow that? Anyway, that's the plan. So I guess the next step is to get that motor out and start messing with that, because that looks fine. I was just wanting to actually see it, you know, so I could visualize it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I just want to take a minute and recognize all my new subscribers. Thank you. And how y'all doing? Welcome to Tough Dog's Place. I want to thank all my viewers that have been watching my videos, and if you've made a comment on my videos and I did not respond to you, I apologize. I try to get back to everybody, but from time to time I miss a comment here and there for some reasons, and I'm sorry about that. It's not intentional at all. I try real hard to get back with everybody that takes the time to leave a comment, and you know, stay in touch with you guys, because I appreciate you. And I just want to thank y'all for being here for me. I'm gonna mess around with this some, and hopefully this new schedule will work out to where I still have to work every day, but I'll have a few extra hours each day that I can spend out here and maybe start getting some things done, and we can move forward. The pipe bending thing, I'm still not completely happy with that. I'm thinking about changing the whole thing over and scrapping all this 7/8 inch tube and going to 1-inch tube and seeing if I can get that to bend right. Those shoes aren't made for it. I've tried I came out the other day and played with it for a little bit without success. I've had a lot of good suggestions from everybody, and thanks for that. I don't want to pack them with sand. It's just not the way it should have to be done. I mean, that may be the way it has to be done for me to get this size tube to work, but from everything I have learned by watching other videos, I believe that if I actually got 1-inch tube and bent it in a 1/2-inch shoe, it should work right, without having to heat it up, without packing it with sand, without freezing it full of water, which are all great ideas, and they may all work. I haven't actually tried them, simply because the freezing water inside was a classic idea. I never even thought of that. That was great. But I don't have room in my little deep freeze to put a big piece of pipe that's full of water and freeze it. And then by the time I get it out here and get it set up in the jig, I'm pretty sure this time of year that it would start to melt, and which would kind of defeat the purpose, which takes you back to wet sand and that whole process. I just don't like it. First of all, you're getting water inside your tubes to promote rusting. Secondly, then you got to clean it all out, and I don't know, I just don't want to do that if I don't have to. So I'm going to try to avoid it at all costs, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, just want to say thanks to everybody. Hopefully the next time you see something from me, we'll have moved forward in some sort of direction. Alright? Alright. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.